to Belleza's Prime Talk.
Hi, I'm Ritu. Welcome to Belleza Prime Talk. Today, we have South India's most leading show director, choreographer, celebrity, and model groomer. Please welcome Mr. Jude Felix. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Ritu. Thank you, Belleza Prime Talk. I'm happy to be here. I'm Jude Felix. Thank you.
So, long 35 years, such a big venture in your life. So, how do you see yourself in this field of fashion?
Yes, thank you, Ritu. I'm Jude Felix. I'm based in Cochin, based out in Bangalore. കൊച്ചിക്കാരനാണ് ജനിച്ചും വളർന്നതും കൊച്ചിയിലാണ് കുറച്ച് നാൾ ടീനേജിലൊക്കെ ആയപ്പോഴേക്കും then I moved to Bangalore. Then it's shuttling between both Cochin and Bangalore. Still I'm doing that. But ഇപ്പോൾ based in Cochin എന്ന് പറയാം, based out in Bangalore. ഫാഷൻ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിൽ കയറിയിട്ട് ടു ബി ഓണസ്റ്റ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഏകദേശം 30-35 years I am in the industry as a show director, model groomer, wedding planner, event organizer, stylist, and of course I do a bit of designing also as it so that is my forte.
Sir, so you have journeyed afar from being a hotelier to a fashion designer. How do you see your journey so far?
Well, to be honest, I started my career as a hotelier. I worked with a hotel for almost 10 years, which was Casino Group of Hotels. And I'm lucky to be here today in one of their property called Brandon Boatyard in Fort Cochin. I started with them as a front office manager, then I went to the reservations, I went to the housekeeping, I went to almost all the departments. So it was more like a service oriented job, and also I had a very good rep with the hotel industry people. So when I started my career, I always had a linking towards the fashion because I started doing the designing for my niece and nephews for the weddings basically. Started the Christian weddings and the Christian gowns and party wears and stuff like that. So everybody used to come to me and say like, can you alter it, can you do this changes and stuff like that. So അങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങിയത് അങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങി കുറച്ചാൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ് then I started my hotel industry job thing. അവിടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ since I had a very good rep with the hotel management, also I was lucky I had a lot of friends who's a party goers and who looked like, you know, I thought they can become models because they have that caliber of, you know, the model category. So I used to do a lot of parties for the hotel, the private parties and the New Year shows. New Year as in like, you know, then the GM came up and said, can you organize a fashion show? I said, yeah, why not? I can do that. I did that, and also I did a little bit of I'm a dancer, basically a western dancer in salsa and jive. So I met this lady in Cochin called Tilotima Koshi. It was her first venture probably. കേരളത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു വെഞ്ചർ ആയിരുന്നു ഒരു മോഡലിംഗ് ഗ്രൂമിങ് പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തിയാണ് ആദ്യം തുടങ്ങിയത്. സോ ഹാൻഡ്സ് ഓഫ് ടു ഹർ. പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തി എന്നെ വിളിച്ചപ്പോഴേക്കും പറഞ്ഞു, can you be part of my course in terms of teaching the models body flexibility, because a model needs body flexibility is a must for them actually. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു ശരി ചെയ്യാം. അങ്ങനെ പുള്ളിക്കാരത്തോട് കൂടി I started as part of the crew teaching the dance for the model. Also I had a lot of friends, as I told you, എനിക്ക് കുറേ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിനെ. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു എൻ്റെ ഫ്രണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു പരിപാടി തുടങ്ങുന്നുണ്ട്, why don't you join? I mean, if you want to be a model, it is a good step stone for, you know, getting into the industry. അങ്ങനെ എൻ്റെ കുറേ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിന് I got them into this institute, rather the Grooming Academy. So it was fun. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും almost ഒരു 1 month to almost 2 months we had everyday evening classes, then dance classes happening and all the stuff, and then finally she had an offer to do a show in Kannur. And കേരളത്തിലെ അന്ന് കൊച്ചിയിൽ അത്ര ഷോ ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു, അന്ന് ആദ്യത്തെ കണ്ണൂരിലെ ആദ്യത്തെ ഷോ എന്ന് പറയാം. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് വാസ് എ ബിഗ് ഷോ. We had almost 40 models traveling from Cochin, and I was as one of the model plus the dance groomer in the team. We went there and did the show. It was really a breakthrough. So that's how I started. Then the second team happened with Ajit and Usha Tacholi. They started the modeling thing in Cochin. Like they were Rotary members, so they used to do a lot of shows in Cochin. And now with the show in the part, again they call me as മോഡൽസിന് വേണം, അവർക്ക് കോർഡിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണം, പിന്നെ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ അവർക്ക് ഡാൻസിൽ കുറച്ച് ഗ്രൂമിങ് സെക്ഷൻ വേണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ അതിൽ പാർട്ട് ഓഫ് ദി മോഡൽ ആൻഡ് ദി ഗ്രൂമർ അങ്ങനെ കയറി. സോ that's how it started.
Yeah. So I see your fascination towards this field brought you so far. So I would really like to know what is your real inspiration that got you here.
Well, as I told you, I was working in the hotel industry, but then and the passion, I always had a passion towards the organizing things and getting everything on spot on, and then I had an inclination towards the fashion. So after working with the hotel industry almost 10 years, and then I realized this is not my field. I just one day I said, sorry sir, I can't work anymore. I just left just like that. Without even notice, I told them like I can't work anymore. I just left the hotel industry and I started with event management, which involves a lot of skill in terms of organizing things into one place in one spot on time. That is the event manager's കഴിവെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെ അതിൻ്റെ കൂട്ടത്തിലായിട്ട് I had fashion shows also happening. We had major car launches, all the luxury cars, almost all the luxury car products and everything we have done it all over Kerala, from Trivandrum to Mangalore. We have done shows. Angana, you could say I started my career.
So we would like to know about your upcoming projects you are going to work on with.
Current situation, pandemic, I hope it will get over soon. We are working on a show called Goa Fashion League with Mr. Jayakrishnan, and I have a show coming up in Bangalore. It's called Indian Designer League. സുൽഫി ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു ഷോ ആണ്. ആ സുൽഫിയുടെ എല്ലാ ഷോയും ഞാനാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അൻവറിൻ്റെയും ഷോ ഞാനാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, IFL. സോ ദീസ് ആർ 2 projects. പക്ഷേ അത് കൂടാണ്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കൊച്ചിയിൽ കുറേ ഷൂട്ടും കാര്യങ്ങളും, അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ഐ എം ഡൂയിങ് എ ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് കോർഡിനേഷൻസ് വിത്ത് ദ മൂവീസ് ആൻഡ് ദി പ്രിന്റ് ആഡ്സ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ ദ സ്റ്റഫ്. So
we would like to know, as a fashion choreographer, as a designer, what is your biggest challenge you have faced so far?
I would say, as I told you, കൊച്ചിയിൽ മാത്രമുള്ളൂ, കേരളത്തിൽ മാത്രമുള്ളൂ ഒരു ദിവസം കൊണ്ടൊരു 20 ഡിസൈനേഴ്സിനെ വൺ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അതായത് നമ്മളൊരു ഷോ ഒരു വൈകിട്ടൊരു 4-5 മണിക്ക് തുടങ്ങിക്കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ രാത്രി 10-11 മണി വരെ പോണ ഷോ ആണത്. അതായത് 20 designers എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോഴേക്കും അതനുസരിച്ച് വി നീഡ് സോ മച്ച് ഓഫ് പവർ ഇൻ ടേംസ് ഓഫ് ദി ബാക്ക് സ്റ്റേജ് ആൻഡ് ദ മോഡൽ സ്ട്രെങ്ത്. അപ്പോൾ സാധാരണ നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത് വെച്ചാൽ ഒരു 3 അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 4 പൂളാക്കിയിട്ടാണ് ഈ ഇത്രയും ഡിസൈനേഴ്സിനെ ഒറ്റ സ്ട്രെച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ that is the most challenging thing I ever come across, but it's every show is an experience and you learn a lot of things from that actually. So yeah, that's what it is.
Great. What would you pinpoint as your biggest outbreak or milestone in your life?
When I started my career as event manager plus the show director or choreographer, groomer, whatever, I had a major breakthrough with Madura Garments, which is a Bangalore-based, the head office in Bangalore. Madura Garments എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോഴേക്കും അന്ന് ഇപ്പോഴുള്ള they deal with Louis Philippe, Van Heusen Women, Van Heusen, Peter England, SF Jeans, അവർ ഇപ്പം അതില്ല. അതിനൊരു 7 ബ്രാൻഡ്സിൻ്റെ it was a trade show. Trade show എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് they get all the buyers from all over India and they do the show only for the buyers actually. So I had this opportunity to work with some other garments, and the main person who was behind was the guy from New York who was handling the New York Fashion Week. He was an American guy. So it was a big breakthrough because I got to work with them, learn from major stuff from him actually. So with that show which happened in Bangalore, he really liked the way I presented the whole show, and then I got the second trade show also in Goa.
Okay.
So I was very grateful that.
Okay. Since this pandemic has affected everyone of us like so very adversely, how do you see your career before and after the pandemic?
Everything is a bit slow right now because I think it's a hard time for all the artists basically. We are all artists actually. എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഈ ഒരു സിറ്റുവേഷനിൽ ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റുമാർക്കാണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ പ്രശ്നം വന്നാക്കുന്നത്. So I would say it will come back in full power again, and we all go in that positive thing, okay, tomorrow is a better day. അപ്പോൾ ഇത് വരും പോകും, so you have to keep strong in it actually.
Okay. So, where do you see yourself in this vast competition?
It's a good question because as I told you, every show is a challenging one, and I am not just a choreographer actually, I'm a show director. So there is a lot of difference between show director and a choreographer. So I'm a blend of both. Show director nu parayan nerathu I have to see to the whole the show. That means I have to conceptualize the whole thing. I have to get the designers, I have to get the models, I have to get the backstage organized, I have to get the hair and makeup team organized, I have to get the proper stage setup without any ditch and a clean runway, the proper lighting because a lighting and a sound is very important, DJ, MC. So I get into the whole thing, and that is what it called the show director. So I'm specialized that, and I'm very particular about timing. So my forte, I would say, I would see to the designers. I'll discuss with them what are their collections and what are the looks they are looking into it, what kind of a music they will prefer. If that's for the known designers, and the freshers, I suggest, I support them. So that's my forte.
Okay. So, what according to you is a fashion revolution you think happening in current trend?
Fashion revolution എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് it is it concept to concept ആണ് ഓരോരുത്തരുടെ. Fashion itself it's somebody's confidence boost ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സാധനമാണ് fashion എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So if you are confident to wear something and to carry yourself, that is fashion for you actually. That doesn't mean that you wear something like out of the blues and make yourself present in the crowd. No, that's not, I wouldn't say that. So the fashion revolution means you should be comfortable in what you're wearing, you should look amazing by yourself, and you should have the self-confidence, as I told you, to carry it. So for me that is the fashion. So it can be with anything, with the garments, shoes, bags, whatever, the jewelry, whatever. So that is fashion for me.
Okay. So we can see that you are self-made. So what is your piece of advice for the upcoming designers, like as an inspiration, when they see you as an inspiration?
Designers, see, they have to really look into the current market, also what they are capable of doing it actually, and keeping in trend with what is there in the industry. It is very important for them, and also the designers have to look into the fact of the cut, how they cut and stitch the material also, because any oru cheriyoru garments if it is cut into a perfect shape and stitched into it, it looks really amazing. Like any garment can have a different feel to it with the perfect stitching and a cut and a styling. So the whole fact matters, as in with the whole look, including your styling factor also. So that is the whole thing I have to give it to the young designers also. When you put up a garment across with the model, our മോഡൽ ആ ഗാർമെൻറ്റിന് പറ്റിയ ഒരു മാച്ചിങ് അക്സസറീസും സ്റ്റൈലിംഗ് എലമെൻസും വന്നാലേ ഒരു ഫുള്ളായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു ലൈഫ് വരത്തുള്ളൂ, ഇൻക്ലൂഡിങ് യുവർ ഫുട്വെയർ, ബാഗ്സ്, ഓ വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് മൈ അഡ്വൈസ്.
Sir, to speak about your awards and recognitions, can you please share with us a few?
I received a lot of awards and accolades, quite a lot. But the main thing I would say, or rather one of the prestigious one, was the Golden Lady Awards, which was an international award which happened in Chennai. I received for the best choreographer and show director for that. So we had a lot of international delegates for that thing. So I was very proud for that.
Oh, yeah, great. So how do you see yourself as a model groomer?
That's a very tricky question. For me, being a model is not a joke. Okay, there's a lot of people, youngsters, I want to become a model. ഒരു മോഡൽ ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ there is a different aspects being a model in terms of the runway model, print, and who can go into the acting also. പ്രിൻറ്റും ആക്ടിങ്ങിനും ഉള്ളത് നമ്മൾ വി ഡോണ്ട് ഡെഫിനിഷ്യേറ്റ് ഇൻ ടേംസ് ഓഫ് ദി ഹൈറ്റും ലുക്സും അങ്ങനെ ആക്ടിങ് ഇറ്റ്സ് എൻ ആക്ടിങ്. സോ നോട്ട് എവ്രിബഡി ക്യാൻ ബി എൻ ആക്ടർ. ആക്ടർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൻ്റെ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു കഴിവ് വേണം. പ്രിൻറ്റും കാര്യങ്ങളും ദേ ഹാവ് ടു ബി വെരി ഫോട്ടോജനിക്, and also they have to take care of their body aspects, whatever it is, no issues. But on the runway, there is specific thing is required on the runway in terms of the body structure, in terms of the skin tone, in terms of the looks. Looks doesn't matter, it's basically actually it's an attitude. So the female has to be minimum of 5'6" height, minimum 5'6", and who can carry himself like herself very positively, a good attitude or a good runway walk is required for a female. Also a guy or a female model, minimum height is required is 5'10" and above, and they can be lean fit, athletic fit, not a bulk body. None of the designers prefer a bulk body because most of the garment doesn't fit, because they have a standard size making it for the female and the male. So these are things is very particular. So if somebody comes and asks me, I want to be a model, I'll ask, first thing I'll ask, send me the vital status and your height, and they'll send me that, and then I'll tell them, see, look, your height doesn't probably won't suit for the runway, but you can always try for your print ads or the movies, which you need to bring a lot of confidence, and also you need to work on your body and just toning your body and stuff like. I mean, you cannot be just lazy and sit at home and say that I want to become a model. That doesn't work. A model needs a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and you need to be on time. If for a call time is there, you have to be there on time. So these are very important for a model. So I am very particular in that way when it comes to grooming also. I'll make sure I'll groom them in a proper way that when they are ready to go into the movies, or they want to go into the ads, they want to go into the prints, or they want to go into the runway. That's my grooming segment.
I believe that you have groomed many boys and girls who have got into the field of film industry, and how do you comment on it?
Yes, I have. There's a lot of boys and girls who I've groomed them and put them in the right platter. So, which I'm really happy they have become in the industry as actors and anchors and celebrities, singers, top models who had become Malayali females in the ലാക്മി നടക്കുന്ന കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാരെ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് പോയിട്ടുള്ളൂ. അതിൽ 3-4 പേര് ഐ ഹാവ് ഗ്രൂംഡ് ദം ആൻഡ് ദേ ബിക്കം ലാക്മി മോഡൽസ്, വിച്ച് ഇറ്റ്സ് ഹയസ്റ്റ് പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം. ലൈക്ക് നേരത്തെ ലാക്മി ഇന്ത്യ കൊച്ചവേക്കും ഒക്കെ ഉള്ളൂ നടന്നു വെച്ചാൽ, ഇപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിൽ ഒത്തിരി ഷോ നടക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. കേരള ലെവൽ ഇസ് ടോട്ടലി ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ്. സ്പെഷ്യലി കൊച്ചിയാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ ഫാഷൻ ഹബ്ബായിട്ട് വരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ കുറേ ആൾക്കാരെ തന്നെ ഗ്രൂം ചെയ്ത് ദേ ആൾ ബിക്കം ബിഗ് ടൈം സെലിബ്രിറ്റി. ഐ എം സ്റ്റിൽ ഇൻ ടച്ച് വിത്ത് ദം. ഐ എം നോട്ട് നെയിമിങ് ഇറ്റ്, ബട്ട് യെസ്, ഐ ഹാവ് ഡൺ ലോട്ട് ഓഫ് people and they have become big celebrities now.
So what are your future plans? Can you please speak on it?
Ultimately, I want to put up my own collections. I'm working on it. Plus, I want to give a good platform for the Kerala based young boys and girls because there's a lot of people have been getting cheated in terms of promising them, saying that we will do the portfolio, we'll do that, they will do this, get them കുറേ പൈസ ആവശ്യമില്ലാണ്ട് മേടിച്ച് അവരൊരു പൈസ ഒരു വൺ ടൈം പൈസ ഉണ്ടാക്കാനുള്ളൊരു പരിപാടി മാത്രമേ നോക്കുന്നുള്ളൂ. സോ ദേ ആർ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ചീറ്റഡ്. ആ പോർട്ട്ഫോളിയോ എടുത്ത് അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പിന്നെ അവർക്കൊരു വർക്കൊന്നുമില്ല, അവർ പ്രോമിസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സാധനങ്ങളൊന്നും കൊടുക്കാറില്ല. സോ to cut off all the stuff, I'm planning to start something in Cochin that is my own grooming section, which should be a complete package in terms of the model grooming, acting, portfolio, basic ethics, how to face the pageant grooming we call it, question answer round enganekku cheyan pattum, പിന്നെ യോഗ സെക്ഷൻ, ബോഡി ഫിറ്റ്നസ്, എവറിത്തിങ് ടുഗദർ. അത് ഞാൻ ഉടനെ തുടങ്ങുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ മൈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് the academy name is going to be La Façon, which is French name. It's the meaning of fashion actually. So it's a complete package. Whoever wants to get into the industry, obviously, as I told you നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ തന്നെ, I will see to the people who, I will not promise if somebody who's not fit for the runway, I will not promise, okay, you are fit for runway. No, I will be very specific. You are fit for runway. This particular person is fit for ads, print, or maybe you can go for the movies. So that is my policy, and I will stick to that, because I will not give a false promise and say that, okay, നിങ്ങൾ ഇത് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നാളെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഷോ തരാമെന്ന് അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ പ്രോമിസ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. If you are good, if you are tiled to be a model, then definitely you will be a model. അല്ലാണ്ട് നമ്മളൊരു മോഡലല്ലാത്ത ആളെ പിടിച്ച് മോഡലാക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല, ഒരു ആക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റാത്ത ആളുകൾ പിടിച്ചിട്ട് ആക്ടറാക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. ഒരു പാട്ടുകാരനെ പിടിച്ചിട്ട് പാട്ട് പാടണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ, പാട്ടുകാരനല്ലാത്ത ആളെ പറയാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ he will not become a singer. It is all art. So that is what, and my institute is, as I told you, it is going to be in heart of the city. La Façon എന്ന പേര് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് ഫ്രഞ്ച് നെയിമാണ്. So I hope everything should work on it.
Yeah, I think all the best, and prayers and wishes for your venture, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and thanks. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.